Hello.
Hello, Dr. Carthy.
Yeah, hi. Did you get the text message?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you want to work first your thing, then later you finish the homework?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it and see if it's relevant
Okay, sure.
to what we're doing. Is there another practice besides this that came before this?
I don't know. Shari, did you get another one? Talk to him.
This is the more difficult factoring that we would lead to.
What are you talking? What is it?
The worksheet you sent me is the more difficult type.
Yeah, I have it.
But this is more difficult. Do you have anything before that?
Yeah, we
No.
sort of missed one in between what we
This
did last
is
time.
what they
and this.
gave it to me. This is what they gave all of us.
Okay. Well, we could certainly work on this, but I think we'll have to work on something before we could get to this to make it understandable.
Okay.
But it's up to you guys. I mean, if the goal is to get through this, we can absolutely do that.
So, Shari, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this work or you want to do the basic work?
This work.
All right, we will work on this then.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Sourish, you got a pencil and paper as usual ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to snip in the first question. We can actually work right from this. Maybe you saw this in class, so it'll go, a bit faster here.
Wait, so this page is so tough?
There's something to learn before this, but we'll just try it and see how it goes. So I'll snip this in here and give you the method here to do this. So I'm sharing my screen now. If you're seeing my screen, you should see number 1.
Yeah.
You see number 1. So the very first thing you do here is you're going to multiply 4 times -3. You take these two numbers right here and you multiply them together. So that's, what is that?
All right, I got
-12, right? Do you have that down? Okay.
Yeah.
So now, and this is now the second thing here is the game. It's the goal. You're trying to find 2 numbers, okay, that multiply to -12. So that number right there, but add up to, or and add up to the middle number here. So the middle number is 4. Okay, so the really the best way to do this is to write out all the factors of -12. -1 and 12, 1 and -12, -2 and 6, 2 and -6.
Well, I know. 4, 3, and 6.
Okay, and then do any of these? You ask yourself, do any of these actually add up to 4? +4. It's +4 because that sign goes with it. So which in this list add up to +4?
Six.
Which 2 numbers add up here to 4? Like, do you see that the ones I'm circling add up to 4? -2 plus 6 add up to 4.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now that you've identified those numbers, you go to this middle term right here and you break it apart. You write it as -2x plus 6x. Okay, do you follow that? You just,
Yeah.
and then you bring you bring these two down. Okay. The next step here is to do what's called factor by grouping. So you look at these two terms here. Okay, and you ask yourself, this is like what we did last time. Look at the number and the number, the letter and the letter, variable and variable. What is the greatest common factor here between these two?
2.
2 for sure. How about between x squared and x? What's the smallest exponent?
The smallest exponent is 1.
So it's 2x on the outside, okay? And then you divide each of these by 2x. So what goes on the inside here when you divide 4x squared by 2x and negative 2x by 2x?
Yeah.
So I need to know what goes in here.
Okay. All right. So that will be 2. 2. Yeah.
2 times 2 gets you the 4. X times x gets you to the x squared. What goes here so that you get minus 2x when you multiply in?
4x.
Nope, it can't be bigger than this.
Okay.
Right, remember last time we divided each of these? That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to divide by 2x, divide by 2x. What is 2x divided by?
It's 1.
Right. So now you take what you wrote in parentheses and you immediately write it over here. See how these are exactly the same, 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1. Something goes here where I've underlined that when you multiply in, you get back to the original.
6.
6 times 2x gives you 12x.
4.
4 times 2x is 8x, not 6x.
Oh, wait, it's 3.
It's 3 plus 3, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is actually like a double factoring because now both this 2x minus 1 and 2x minus 1 are common to both. So you write that, and then you write the other 2x plus 3 here. And we're done.
All right, let me just write it.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Great. Let's try number 2. We're going to do it exactly the same way. It's many steps, but it's the same every time, so it's totally doable. Okay. So you take the first number here and the last number here, 8 and 9, and you multiply them. 8 times 9 equals
All right.
72, right?
Uh-huh.
So now you write the factors of 72, but you're looking for the ones that add up to negative 18 over here on the left. Okay, that means they're both negative, like -1 and negative 72. They both multiply to positive 72 and they add up to a negative number, but they're obviously not the right ones. So you continue down this list until you find the ones that add up to negative 18. Okay, so do any of these add up to negative 18?
Add up to negative 18.
Yes. So like all of these multiply to negative 72. All of these numbers on the left times right, left times right, left times right. All these numbers add up to 72. Multiply to
Negative
7.
12 and negative 6.
Very good. Okay. So you take this negative 18w and you make it negative 6w minus 12w and bring the 8w squared down and the plus 9 down. Okay, so now, so that's critical here. So now you look at the first two terms and you figure out, well, what's the greatest common factor between them? What goes into both 8 and 6? What's the biggest number that goes into both?
8.
8 does not go into 6.
Th 3.
3 does not go into 8.
4.
4 does not go into 6.
All right, so I think it's so I think none of it goes into 6 and 8.
2 goes into both 8 and 6. You're trying for these prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Like those are the ones you're looking for.
Okay.
Okay, so look at W squared and W. What's the smallest exponent between them? What's the smallest exponent between 2 and 1?
1.
Okay. So now you got to figure out what goes inside here. And it's like dividing both of these by 2W. That's what we did last week.
Okay. So that right there is going to be 3.
So 2 times 3 doesn't get you back to 8.
4. 4.
4 gets you back to 8. How do you get W squared from W?
Just multiply equals 2.
For W. W times W gives you W squared.
Mhm.
Now 6W divided by 2W is
3.
minus 3. So now you immediately write that over here. Okay, same thing in parentheses, same thing in parentheses. And you figure out what goes in the space so that when you multiply in, you get back to the previous line. Okay, so like you look at either number, like the 4 or the 3. 4, how do you get to 12? 3, how do you get to 9?
Okay.
So what goes in this space right here is that when you multiply 4W, you get back to minus 12W. When you multiply minus 3, you get back to 9.
Hmm.
Is there a number?
Well, okay, I got it. So wait, what is this divisible by?
It's not divisible. You're trying to find out what number goes in here so that when you multiply by 4W, you get back to minus 12W.
3.
So 3 gets you 12W, not negative 12W.
Yeah.
So how do you get negative 12? What number multiplies 4 to get negative 12?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Now is negative 3 times negative 3 positive 9?
Yeah.
Yes, so you've done it right. So now you write this 4W minus 3 again, like what's in parentheses, but then you bring this 2W down and this minus 3 down in here. And this is your final answer. You like collect terms.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to number 5 next.
Okay.
Okay, so again, you take the first number, the 2, and you multiply by 12. 2 times 12 is?
Okay. Okay.
What is 2 times 12?
Equals 24.
Very good. Now,
And it's divisible and oh.
So you want to find all the factors, the pairs basically, pairs that multiply to 24. So like 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. And do any of these add up to positive 10?
Ow! I'm fine.
Do any of these add up to positive 10?
Four and 6.
So this 10b becomes 4b plus 6b. 2b squared plus 4b plus 6b plus 12. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, so look at those first two terms. You got to find the GCF now
Yeah.
of them. What is that GCF? Is there a number that goes into both?
All right, so the GCF for where it gives you, so the GCF that equals to what?
I'm asking you, what number goes into both? And then what
2.
letter? 2 and then 2b. So what goes in parentheses here? What do you multiply 2b by? What goes in here to get back to 2b squared?
1.
Well, that would give you itself 2b. That's 2b squared.
1 and okay, 1 and exponent 1.
Just b, right? B times b gives you b squared.
Yeah.
Plus,
So I'm just gonna write B
okay,
and plus 2.
very good. Now you immediately write that over here. And you figure out, well, what goes in this space? What goes in that space? So to figure that out, you have to multiply. You have to multiply in to get 6b, multiply 2 to get 12.
5.
5 times b is not 6b. 5
3.
times 2 is not 12. What do you multiply 2 by to get to 12?
Hmm. 6.
Okay, and is 6 times b 6b?
6 times 6 equals 6B. It's positive 6B.
Yep, very good. So again, you take what was in parentheses, and then you take the two things that are not in parentheses,
Mhm.
and you write them next to each other.
I just took my flu shot yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, so this one is very, very much like the one we just did. I want you to try this one on your own. Do you think you're ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you a little bit of time here to work that out on your own, please.
Yeah.
How are you doing on this one?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's great. I'm gonna just write out some things here, and you can either choose to look or not. Did you do 2G plus 6G or 6G plus 2G?
6G plus 2G I got.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so do you have your final answer?
I'm doing good. I just need to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you see what I put up on the
I
screen?
got it. I got it. I got it.
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
my answer I got is G plus 2 parentheses 3G plus 2.
Excellent.
This isn't too bad.
Well, we're gonna do more here. Let me have you try. So the next one I want you to try is number 8. Do you want to do this on your own, or do you want to work it out together?
So wait, which one are we doing?
We're gonna do number 8 next. So it's up to you here. I think I would like you to do at least one more on your own. Do you want to work this one out on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you doing on this one?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right, I'm going to start writing out some of the solution here,
Okay.
and you can look up if you want. We're trying to find two numbers that multiply to 7. That's -2 and 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
So -2m plus 9m. Are you able to get to this final answer here?
I'm trying.
Okay. I think we got to do the next couple together here, and
All right. Got it.
great. We're gonna work on number 9 together, and see how that goes here. the ones we're skipping we'll either come back to or I'll talk about later. So you take the first number, right, 10, and you multiply it by negative 20, and that gives you negative 200.
Negative 200.
Yep. This one's tough. Like it's like the most amount of time you're going to spend is figuring like what two numbers multiply to minus 200 but add up to 17. So I'm going to help here. It's negative 8 and 25. Do you agree that those add up to positive 17?
Okay, that is tough, right?
It is tough, and that's why I don't know why your instructor gave you this, but they did. So they did.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be for 11 graders, right?
I don't know about that, but what I'd like you to do is work from this line down. See if you can work it out from here. This is the step of factoring twice.
Okay.
How are you doing on this one?
Good.
All right. The GCF from 10D squared and 8D is 2D.
Let me think.
Okay. So when you do this, let's figure out what number goes here so that when you multiply in, you get back to the previous line. Like what number times negative 4 gives you negative 20? Positive 5.
Okay.
Okay, because 5 times negative 4 gives you back to negative 20. So then you just take what's in parentheses and then the stuff that's not in parentheses, and you match them together. All right, let's do another one here. Let's do 10. So we're looking at 6 times 12. That's 84. So all the factors of 84. Now they got to add up to a negative 17 this time, negative 17. So when they've got to add up to a negative number, you know that they're both negative. Okay, so like negative 1 and negative 84, negative 2 and negative 42, negative 3 and negative 28, negative 4, negative 21, negative 6, negative 14, negative 7, yeah, negative 7, negative 12. So do any of these add up to 17? Negative 17. This is a bit disturbing because I thought I checked this one.
Okay, all right.
What did I miss here? Oh, I gave you the wrong. These have to add multiply to 72. I'm so sorry.
So 10, it's normal.
What's that?
10 is normal, right?
10 works. It's not prime. I multiplied wrong. So 72. So that's negative 1. I'll just write them all down. Negative 2, negative 36, negative 3, negative 24, negative 4, negative 18, negative 6, negative 12, negative 8, and negative 9. Do any of these add up to negative
Okay,
17?
now let me just let me -8, -9, right?
That's right. So we can go 6a squared minus
Uh,
8a minus 9a plus 12. So give it a try from here, please.
Okay, yeah. Thank you about that.
All right, how are you doing on this one?
Good.
Okay, so 2a goes into the first group, and we have a problem here. Why does this keep happening? Oh no, I'm sorry. So the number that goes out here is -3. And then you pair them together, 2a minus 3, 3a minus 4. Which step here is are you struggling with? Is it this one here or
Okay,
this
I
long one?
use this let me just do that right there. Okay.
I'm asking just so I can help with
Yeah,
working
yeah,
through
you can
this.
add.
Which step is struggling with? All right, let's see if we can get one more done here before we close out. I'm gonna bring in number.
Okay, hold on. I need to do, I'm almost done.
Okay. Okay, let's move on here. See if we can get one more in.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to send you these notes right after the lesson immediately. I'm not waiting any longer, so you'll get them right away. So here, this one's a little bit different. You got 10 and negative 10. So you have to pair up the negative sign. 10 times negative 10. So that gives you negative 100. And now we
Okay.
want positive 21. So you got to be careful here, like what numbers are they? So I'm gonna help here. It's negative 4 and positive 25.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna write 10x squared minus 4x minus 25x minus 10.
Okay. So, what time is it?
Let's finish up this problem here. So
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank
you've
you.
got to find the factors of 10x squared and minus 4x, the GCF of those two.
I know. Okay.
Okay, what is the GCF between the first two terms?
I know the GCF between those two terms.
Should be 2x, right?
2x.
And you divide both of them by 2x, and what goes in parentheses here?
Okay. 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 Okay.
Should be like
5. I
5x.
know that 5x minus 2x.
Just 2 because the x's cancel. Then you immediately write that over here. You know, that whole thing comes over here. It's probably better to look at the number. Like, what number times negative 2 gets you back to negative 10?
I know that it's 2.
5. 5
5.
times
5.
2 gets you that. Okay, and then you pair these two, right? So it's 2x plus 5, but then you keep what's in parentheses, 5x minus 2.
Okay.
Why don't you grab your dad and give him some
Thanks.
feedback here?
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
you're welcome.
Matthew.
Of course, you're welcome. Of course, I'll let him know how we did, and I'll see you
Okay,
Thursday.
Dad.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Matthew.
Hey, Dr. Keith, how are you? I got so it's just want to try to explain here like what's going on with this particular lesson. So what I'm boxing in for your son would be like a good lesson, like that part's a good lesson for him to work on. And then everything we did in this line would be like its own kind of separate lesson. And we didn't even get through the whole worksheet because there's like another like aspect to this, which would which are the like what I call the exceptions. They call them prime, but they're exceptions. And it's like this first thing's a great lesson, the second thing's a great lesson, and it's like trying to force it all in one session is it's tough for him. I mean, he can do it. We can get through some amount of problems, and he did great. He wants to do it on his own as always, but just trying to illustrate here like things that would help him is if we could spend more time on certain things. I think the instructor made a mistake in handing this to them, but I don't know what's going on in the classroom. I can only from afar say this looks out of scope. But
All right, I think I remember, Dad.
Okay.
All right.
But he did a great job as always. We'll keep
Okay.
up on Thursdays. Is there anything you'd like me to answer during this time?
Yeah, I think we have IEP meeting. I will check with the IEP teacher about this math thing. I don't know whether they want to.
He definitely needs like more time when he does the same work as another student in his grade level. That's
Right.
To me, that's an obvious thing. He
Yeah.
can do it. Like he just needs a little more time and a little more like focused stuff like we do to help. So,
So what should I ask the teacher? Should I ask anything?
Well, I would just ask them, if he can have more time, if he can retake any of the old stuff, because I think he would do better if that's an option. I think he knows more now, for a couple months in here. I think he'd do a lot better. If there's anything, behind he can turn in, we could get him caught up on.
Okay, I'll ask those questions and see what we can do. All
Sounds
right.
good.
Matthew, we'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Keith. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
I
I know.
finished my homework, Dad.
Good job. Bye.
I finished my homework.